Hi everyone, a very good morning to all of you. And now we in the last session we already have seen that how we can access the EC2 instance using the mobile phone. Okay, and that is one of the industry level tools which we are actually using it in different organizations. But again, there is some of the people who already use some monolithic kind of application, that is a Putty, and Putty is also one of the important tool by which you can access the virtual machine. The servers can be accessible over there also. Okay, so let me give you the problem statement. What was the problem statement and how the solution we are going to provide it in this scenario? When AWS first time available into the market for full-fledged, so at that time what was happening? It was actually generating the .pem file from the beginning or from the initialization only. There was a PEM file was getting available. So what was happening? You need to go and then first you need to convert that file. Okay, what exactly you are doing it? You are converting that file into the .ppk format, and after converting that file, then you are actually accessing it using the Putty tool. Okay, in this approach you are actually doing it. And now what is happening? AWS itself have claimed that okay, you don't need to convert anytime this security file. Using my feature only, you can convert the file and can use it in the Putty directly. So our basic funda is that the usage what was earlier there, that okay, there was a usage of Putty Gen loader, Putty Gen key generator, these kind of this is completely removed. Now you don't need to load anytime, anywhere, any key. You just need to place the file on the services, whatever the tool you are using. Okay, so to proceed further, let's get back onto the screen. We will go again step by step, and now this time we will see how we can access EC2 instances using state plain form the Putty tool. Okay, so let me show you over the screen over here. If you are seeing my screen, so this is the cloud portal which is already logged in, and let me get into the services. EC2 instance. As of now, my all of the services are completely stopped, so I don't want to services. Then again, what I'll do, I'll click on launch instance, and this time I give it as a name hyphen Putty. Okay, I'm giving this name. The reason why I'm giving this name, so it can be known to me. Okay, so that one of instance I'm going to create it. Okay. Now, once this part is done, then after that, again, it is asking for the operating system. Let's do one. This time we will take some another AMI. We'll go with the default one. Let's say something different. And we'll do one thing. Let's take something called Red Hat. Give a try with the Red Hat. And this is some of the versions. It is available 8.6 and all. So we'll take the normal one. Okay, let's take this one. See whether it is working fine or not. So we have chosen the Red Hat operating system over here. Okay. It is a verified provider. It is mentioning over here and configure it. Okay. Then it is asking again the instance type, whatever we have chosen it. Okay. If you see over here, it is mentioning RHL 8.6 version. Use that same version. And again, this type I want to keep it as t2.micro. I don't want to change it because this is the free tier eligibility. Always, if you are doing any research and development, always use free tier eligible. Apart from that, there is none of the other is required. Okay. Once this part is done, just click on create new key pair. Okay, create new pair. Once you do create new pair, what exactly you need to do it? You need to give some specific file, like what it server system. This file you need to do it in this area. Okay, I'm just giving it as Ranjit and not this. It is Ranjit Putty and system kind of a thing. I am going to give it in this name, Ranjit Putty system. Now, earlier in the last video, what we happened, we have chosen .pem file. Remember, we have chosen a .pem file. Now, what we are going to do it, I am going to choose .ppk file. Okay, what I'm going to do it, I'm going to choose .ppk file instead of .pem. Okay, so what exactly I need to do? I need to just click on create key pair. Okay, so this time what happened? It is taking the ppk file. What exactly earlier we used to happen? We used to download. First, we need to download the PEM file. Then we need to go to the Putty Gen loader. Then we need to like convert that file. So nothing is required. It is simply you need to create the ppk file over there. Okay. Again, what I need to do it again. I will go into the edit section. Okay. Network part, because what I want to do is I want to have a VPC should be default on. So here, if you can choose it, the default VPC is available. Again, now another thing which I want to choose is, apart from this, all of the regions which is available, I will be choosing the 1p. For example, I have chosen 1p. If any error message come over here, then you need to change the availability zone. There are highly chances are there that sometimes when you choose availability zone 1c, at that time this errors come. Okay, so as of now it is not coming, so we are fine. Okay, now what is it is asking? It is asking for a security group, so I will create one more security group. Panchit Putty security group, something like this I am going to create. Okay, why I am creating every time the new security group? Because for the new people it should be must watch that every time when they go and validate it, so it will look them understandable rather than choosing the existing security group. When we have some exposure over there, some experience over there, then we will use the existing security groups. Okay, now what is the description? Okay, this security group, this security group I'm using for the security group I'm using for the configuration, the configuration of my my EC2. Okay, this is something which I'm going to do it. So I have just mentioned the description. After that, what I'm going to do it, I'll just click on remove. So whatever the default security groups are there, I have just removed it, and that is not required for me as of now. Okay, these are all the parameters I am going to do it over there. And this time what I'm going to do it, I'll just run one more parameter under the advanced details. If you go over there, so there are a few more parameters. Okay, like the domain directory and the IAM instance profile, it is there or not. So what I'll do, there is one parameter. For example, if someone joining your organization by mistake, and if you have clicked on terminate instance, what will happen? It will delete that instance from this layer. So protect that EC2 instance to go in an accidental approach. What I will do, I will enable the termination protection. What it will do, it will preserve me to delete the EC2 instance, right? Generally, the best practice is what you are doing it. When you are done with your EC2 instance configuration, you need to stop all of the instances. You need to terminate everything. But sometimes what happens, we need to hold it for some time because we are doing some product development, we are doing some research. So at that time, it is very much needed, right? So what I will do, I'll just enable it. You might have seen that parameter. After that, what I'll do, I'll just click on launch instance. So once we launch the instance, okay, it got failed because it is not supported for the instance type T2. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just click on edit instance config, and I'll choose browser mode AMI second. Okay, it could be possible there are sometimes these kind of issues happen because we are choosing some other version. Let's say again I'll choose Red Hat only. In Red Hat, let me take the standard one. Let's see whether this is working fine or not. Okay, and just make it as confirm change. Could be possible that this can be also cause an issue, but let's give a try and see what all things are there. Okay, by default few things are there, so I think we need to customize it. This is fine. Here this is fine. This is fine, and I'll just need to create the new the new security group. Similarly, way I need to create security group. Okay, and this is we are using for the Red Hat installation and configuration. Okay, pretty much fine. This much is information, and I will enable that parameter related to my termination process that I'm going to do it, and this is enable, and this is fine, and I'll just click on launch instances. Click on launch instance. Let's see whether this time, okay, it is again taking the same thing. Okay, let me change again. It's taking the different one. So let me change it to community AMIs. Okay, let me take Linux only as of now to make it work. So at least we will see whatever the our this, or I'll choose quick start if it is there. Okay, they have here. I'll choose this one, Red Hat 9 H volume. Changing your AMI result when some of your current been over here. Okay, I'm fine with that. So now it should be picked up the that particular thing. It is a verified provider and free tier eligible. Okay, I think this time it will picked up. So it can be, it can happen. So another security group, the security group, then this one description. As of now, I'll just keeping it default on and just removing these parameters. I don't want it. And then I just want termination protection enable. And now let's see whether this is launching or not, because at that time it is not my, with my account it is not eligible. Okay, so finally what happened, the deployment went successfully. Now why that was happening, because I was trying to install the server which has to be the SQL server to be installed. So that is the reason I was continuously getting that error message over there. Okay, and that is the reason it happens. Okay, now till that this box is coming up, what we need to do it, we need to have it a security group to be added. So this is I have created when she put a security group. So what I'll do, I'll click over here, and then what I'm going to do it, I'll just click on added inbound rule. Okay, once I'll click on added inbound rule, what is the next parameter? I'll choose it. I'll just choose it the SSH again. Okay, and as of now I'm making it as anywhere to communicate, like the source should be from anywhere. Okay, and then what is this? This is for accessing SSH server from my local Putty. This time I'm using Putty. I'm not using any other tool for my mobile. Right? So what I will do, I will just click on save rules. Right? This much part I have done it, and then this is my security group is ready. And I should just go back to my dashboard and I'll just go on running systems as of now, and it is starting initializing. Fine. Now this part is done. Now after that, the another important part in the same window is that to download the Putty. So you can download it from directly from your browser. It is freely of course available. You can just open over here and just can search for download a free SSH client, and there are multiple kind of Putty screens will be available. So you need to download according to your operating system. Okay, once it will be available, this link I will be put into the description also. From there also you choose in, and then you can just configure the complete installation. Okay? And now what was there was a thing we are doing it right earlier. What was happening, we were doing some installation of like Putty Gen and load generator, these kind of things. What was we are doing it, these all are not required. Okay, now another thing which you might have noticed over there, there is a status check, it is still running, means automatically AWS is initializing some checks into the server to check if everything is running fine or not. Okay, so there are basically two checks they do, 2 by 2. Once these both check pass, then it means everything is going to be running fine. Now again, from the previous session to this session, first part, let's see whether you are able to connect from the console only or not, as well as whether I can able to reach to the server only. So what I will do, I will just click on connect. And first part which I have noticed that okay, my user is EC2 is user, EC2 hyphen user. So I need to pass this parameter. Fine. This much part is clear and this is correct only. Now what I'm going to do, I'll just click on connect. So it will open another video, another instance where it will be showing the EC2 instance connector not. Okay. Why this is error is occurring? Because we might have not added or security group is not yet available, due to which it is not coming. I'll just click on security group and just recheck. Okay, edit inbound rules, and okay, it is already added, and I'll just make it anywhere. Okay, I've chosen custom and I'll just make it a save rules. Okay, review the changes, save rules, and it is taking up. Okay, once that part is done, let's go back to the EC2 instances over here and go to the details. Okay, now once the details is also available over here, now what I need to do is I need to take the public IP address. Okay, public IP address, and I'll just search for the window called Putty. The window called Putty. Once I'll open it, this is my window on the Putty screen, Putty configuration screen, and what I'll going to do it, I'll just paste it. So away. This much part I will paste it, and then there are few parameters which you have to notice over here. Once you have put in Putty, after that you need to come to connections. Okay, click on connection. Then there is an option data. Okay, over data, the first parameter what it is asking for EC2 EC2-user, right? What we have seen over the screen, over the console window, that EC2-user. Now, next parameter, what we need to pass it, we need to pass the credentials. Okay, credentials of the key, whatever we have downloaded. So where we have downloaded, that you need to pass it. So under connection, you need to click on SSH. Okay, the connection, you need to click SSH, and under SSH you need to pass the option Auth. Okay, once Auth is passed, then you need to select the part credentials. Okay, and then here you need to select browse, and then you need to take Ranjit, the latest one, like Ranjit Putty system, which we have created right now. Okay, and the previous one is not working, and click open. Okay, once everything is fine, what is going to be happen is just click, it will ask you a message that okay, the host is cached for this server, you have no guarantee, and you can click on accept. Once everything is fine, you can able to see that you can able to logged into the server, Red Hat server, and I'm just changing my permission to sudo space su. Okay, once this is done, I'll just cross check what is the Red Hat version I have downloaded it, and cat etc Red Hat. So it is Red Hat Enterprise Linux 9.3 Flow, which I have downloaded in my system. So basically, what you have seen, you have seen that the limitation, the foundation earlier was using Putty Gen or loader, everything now have been removed. Okay, even though if you can check over the any of the AI related information, any AI portal, if you search it, they are also still they are recommending download the Putty Gen loader, Putty Gen key generator. Absolutely, it is not required. Now you can directly create the EC2 instances using from the Amazon only, because the main funda which is related to your .ppk file is actually available into the Amazon only, and from there itself you can download, configure, and run it. Okay, then once this server is available, once everything is available, always do a practice to terminate. Okay, there is one more parameter I have enabled, right, related to the terminate instance. For an example, if I'll just go over here and I'll just try to terminate this instance, I'll just click on terminate instances, it will directly drop up me a message that okay, failed to terminate an instance, may not be terminated, may be modified it, disable app termination. This is why happened, because I have already enabled the terminate process into my AWS class. So by default also now no one can able to delete these instances. It is one of the important feature which you can explore, right? Now for example, if you want to do that modification, so there will be that option into the downside here, this termination option. So what you need to do is you need to go to the settings, and then not into the setting, that into the configuration of the EC2 instance. From there you can disable, or from actions also you can like disable this one. In the instance settings there will be change termination protection. I'll just click on enable to be unchecked. Okay, so the instance is no longer processed again, and I'll just make it as save. What will happen now, it is successfully removed from the termination process, and this instance can be removed. What exactly means, now my work is done, my task is done, and I don't want to like waste money over this thing on this particular instance. So what I will do, I'll just click on action, and after that what I will do, I'll just go to instance state, not action, I'll just go to instance state. I'll make my instance stop. Okay, now this instance is getting stopped with this area, and I will delete all the associated file related to this one. For example, I have this all folder, so I'll do, once it is initiated, I will click on instance state and terminate instance, and this time it will automatically terminate it, right? So basically what we have learned with this video or this lab implementation, that now the dependency related to the EC2 instances using the Putty for key gen generator or load generator have been completely removed. You need to just follow the step what I have shared over the screen one by one, and you can able to deploy. Apart from that, you need to enable the termination protection in your EC2 instances. So what will happen if someone try to accidentally delete your EC2 instances, in that particular case, it will preserve and there should be no such issue they are going to see. Okay, so that was the small short video related to your EC2 instance accessible using the Putty. Hope you like this video. Please do comment, like, share, and subscribe this channel for getting the similar kind of an update related to AWS EC2 instances as well as the another services which is available into the AWS. We'll meet another into the next video. Thank you for your time.